Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and this is TrackRacing Online, an indie game in development whose developer actually contacted me and asked for my feedback regarding this game. So I apologize so very much deeply for not having gotten to this game for so very long now. He asked me, or rather she asked me, they asked me, I don't know, to cover this quite a while back, and it just sat on my list of things to do and kept getting bumped down by other projects. Well, I'm sorry it took so very long, but I've finally got time to get to it, and I've never played it before, so this is a bit of a first 15 of sorts. I'm probably playing an outdated version of the game by now, sorry, but let's see here. Play as guest, enter nickname, Mr. Black, yes, and I get to select a character. I can be Riddick, or one of the guys from Watchmen, or I can also be Knight Rider, or Ghost Rider, there we are. That's the guy from Resistance, and some Luis Royo art. Oh, and I need to be a certain level to unlock some of these. Or Santa Claus! Nice! Alright then, well, I think I will choose this chap. And by playing this game every day, your bonus is increased. I'm now on the one-day bonus. Alright, so that's a little bit of mobilitis. Not good to include in a PC title. So I'll take that, and I will note right away that those avatars, not cool, because I can just about promise you that you don't have rights to a lot of that artwork. And I'm sure that Luis Royo in particular did not grant you rights to use his artwork in your game. So I would very highly advise this developer to replace every single one of those that you did not either create or hire or buy the license for yourself when it comes to the creation and distribution of games, including this one, much less those in the future. It's usually been a bit of a hot button for me when it comes to stolen artwork, which that's what this is, stolen, as long as it is not credited, which I don't really see any credits for here, especially when it comes to visual art and music. Those are things that, being an artist myself of both varieties, I rather keenly tends to look at with condescension right away. So, not exactly the best tone to set with me in particular, moving on, but I will humor the rest of this game from here. Let's see here. Settings, what have we? Advanced settings? Sure, let's check that, really. That's... So run in background is the one advanced setting. Fantastic. Full screen, rear camera, show your ghost, enable mouse. What does that mean? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Sound volume, good. I think we will turn that down a little ways. We'll also turn music down as well. Hopefully that is licensed, or at least royalty-free. Graphics quality, auto, I suppose. Enable shadows, come now. And that seems to be very low on the draw distance slider, but we'll see how the default mode of the game works. If I need to, I will adjust settings later. Let's see, I don't know what cull mode is. So, back. Alright then. Actually, no. Let's investigate really quick. Credits. Where has credit been given here? Creator, Soul Key, Map Creator, Translator, and Moderators. That is not a complete credits list for the assets in this game, and I haven't even gotten very far. You're not winning me over very well, Soul Key, but let's move on. Select car. What have I? Never mind then. The game crashed. I guess I will not be selecting my own car. I'll be using the default, whatever it is. Let's just jump into single player and see what I can do. I'm becoming less excited by the minute, and that's not really a good thing. How many opponents? 3. That seems like it'll work. Alright then. Press F12 to full screen. Nope, never mind. Not gonna do that either, because the game crashed again. However, 1 point of, I suppose, benefit of the doubt to Soul Key, the developer, is that I noticed I did not receive any of those crashes when I just now tested without Fraps recording in the background and did not experience the crashes. So I'm of the mind, especially given my very cynical view upon Fraps as a program, that it is in fact that program causing the problems and not necessarily the game at hand. However, there is a certain amount of stability that is still called into question there. Now, I'm trying to return, on second thought, to the selection of new vehicles, although it seems they all require unlocks. Alright, well, what sort of... Really? Really? A cop car? What sort of variety have we here? There's a lot of disparity in the model quality, particularly between these. Like, this looks like, except for the tires, a relatively solid model. This looks dated. Very, like, PS1 era dated. What else have we here? I like that model. That's actually relatively well designed and textured, although the tires are rather low poly, but that is okay, especially for an indie title. I like the design of that. I wonder if some of these are simply bought assets from a few of the asset libraries available online, and they've simply been imported into the game. So, it looks like this little patriotic racer is the default, and I will have to rock that for now, so let's hit a track. Alright then, let's see here. I'm hoping that this track is more interesting than those that I tested a moment ago, because they were incredibly short. Get away from here, mouse. I don't want you. And at least in-game, this looks pretty good. Very simple controls. WASD to move, I think, is that spacebar for brake? Yeah, there we are. And the physics are not terrible. It reminds me a great deal of a few other games I've seen spotlit by Total Biscuit recently. Very good. Alright then. Does that timestamp mean... No, it does not mean that I get to finally do laps. Alright then, well at least that was a more interesting track than those which I tested before. I've unlocked a new car. Do I want to view it? Yes, please don't crash. Hey, it didn't crash. That's cool. Alright then, I'm assuming that this is the car I've now unlocked. Alright, I definitely like that particular coloration a little better. So, we'll select that, and hopefully not crash again. Alright, we are definitely seeing a lack of crashage. And that's good, considering I've actually had fraps rolling this whole time, rather than segmenting my recording, as I was before. So it looks like once this game really just gets rolling, not even fraps can derail it. So, that's good. That is good. Whoa, okay. Okay, this car is definitely not quite so quick on the acceleration uptake as the previous. However, okay, wall! However, I do like the handling a little bit better. It seems to have greater traction. Merca! And this track is, a bit more difficult to manage, considering that the harsh edges lead one to question which direction. Whoa! To go! Okay, that was cool. And I think I was about to just slam into a wall, so that's nice. Alright then. You're starting to win me back over, game, and that is quite an accomplishment, considering that I was rather displeased just a moment ago with you. I would really, really like for there to actually be laps in this game, though, because just running a single lap through these courses is a bit brief. And this seems as though it's got a lot of mobile-itis. I don't know if this game originally, by some incarnation, got released upon mobile, or if it is in fact geared more toward mobile users and is simply being released concurrently upon PC as well. But it just feels like it's got that that's sort of really... Oh! I damaged my car! There's active vehicular damage in this game. That's a point in your favor, developer. That is definitely a point of your favor. And I think the rain is actually leading me to drift a little bit around these corners. Alright. Alright. You've got some nice pieces. Wait a minute, I recognize that! I'm finally doing laps! Alright. I'm on lap 2 of 3 now, so I get to go again. And hopefully not slam the other half of my bumper off. Alright, there we go. Alright then. Good. Never let it be said that, for one, I let developers stroking my ego and requesting for me to play their games color my judgment regarding criticism. But never let it be said, too, that I am not willing to revise my stances and to give credit where it is due when it is in fact due, as it definitely seems to be here. There are a lot of things going both right and wrong for this game. However, I am not at all unwilling to address the things going right, if they can, for one, respect artist copyrights. That will be a point very much in the developer's favor. It does seem that collision with other vehicles is not really a thing. Engine turned off? Why? Okay, it seems everybody else's did too. Okay, that's an odd mechanic, but I kind of like it. That's creative. It forces you to build up speed and really carry it. Okay, whoa. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, okay, booster. Or that's the end of the track. Alright then, that was odd. There are some creative tracks here. I find myself just slingshotting back and forth with this game, and I very, very nearly considered scrapping this entire episode after the stability issues that I ran into. Oh! Ow! Go! Go! Okay, I don't even really know what just happened, but let's go again on another map. I don't know, I'm just kind of clicking on things and seeing what happens at this point. I seem to recall as well that there is a browser version of this game available for play. That may very well be much more stable. And it may also very well have been updated since this release of the downloadable version. As a matter of fact, I would be very surprised if that were not the case. But as always, I will have a description in the link below. My god. I will have a link in the description below. That's what this game is doing to me. For those of you who do want to go and give this a shot for yourself, I'm not sure I can really recommend that you go do so, considering it's very rough around the edges, but whoa! It does have a few of those nice, fun little moments, like what just happened, that may very well keep some people coming back to it for a good, at least, time killer. A good little downtime game for when you've got a few minutes, and, like in my case, you may very well just be waiting on videos to render. It looks like there are only a few more tracks remaining, so I think I might roll all of those out so that, oh, I can hold control to drift. That's nice. And actually fully showcase this particular build of the game. Let's see here. I've not horribly crashed at all yet. I get the feeling that may change. So let's test out drifting around this upcoming corner, shall we? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Drift disable. Oh, it's a toggle. Okay. Not really fond of that. But okay, drift disabled. Good. Let's give me back my traction. That's why I liked this car before. Alright then. I will give them credit. This level design is definitely quite creative. It's much more interesting than the usual boring stands and curves of a lot of other contemporary racing games. So I've got 2 tracks remaining. This one is a rain track, if I saw correctly. Aha, there we are. Good. I saw in the very last little bit of those notes that there is indeed an Android version of this game available. That would be why it's got such strong mobilitis. There we are. That answers a lot of questions, and it also leads me to grant it. Ow! Shite! Hold E to rewind time. Oh, that's kind of cool. Press any key to resume. Is that just a... No, it's not a replay. That's actually a game function. That's something I can do. Okay, that's interesting. It's a little bit like God mode, considering if you do poorly, you can just go back in time and fix it, but that's a really cool mechanic. I've never seen a game do that. It's rewinding your ghost to go back and pick up from where you left off. Very interesting, not gonna lie. I like that. It's creative. And it does sort of save the time that a lot of people will waste in just going back and replaying races. Lord knows I've done this, especially in the old Star Wars Racer games, to get that extra quarter-second time. And every racing game fan knows that feeling of you do one little thing that you know, even as you do it, even as you're only a quarter of the way through a track, that one little mistake will cost you that quarter second that you were looking to shave off. And that little feature there, rewinding, will save some of the time of going back to try and correct those little mistakes. So, is there a next track? Or... Oh, I just realized. Oh, there are a lot more tracks. That was all the very easy difficulty selection of tracks. Alright, okay. What's map rotation? Hang on. I don't know. I wanted to see if there was an extreme map that I could do. Yeah, okay, they're all called map rotation later on, so let's just find out what this does. I have no idea. Okay, so, extreme. What does extreme mean in this game? Whoa, okay, it means that my opponents are much faster than I am. That little buggy up front is definitely going to steal my first place. Okay, alright then. Well, I haven't wrecked out, so there's that. Nice. I'm liking the design here of these levels, these tracks. Just correct some of the professional missteps, and this could very well make for a very solid little time killer of a game. I'm not gonna call it a really top-notch racer. It's adequate in that regard, but in terms of sheer entertainment value, it's not bad. You'll notice that my mood has improved since the beginning of this episode. Ow! Now, given what is going on, why are we driving toward each other? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ow! Ow! No, 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 don't fall outside of the level! Where do I go? What? I don't even know what's happening anymore! I'm not on a track! I'm just driving around. The track has disappeared. I guess that means this is as good a place as any to call it an episode. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Ow! And, oh no. Not good. Not good. I suppose this has been TrackRacing Online. Everybody, or TrackRacer Online. I forget exactly. The link, of course, to this download, and very probably also to the browser version, will be, ow, in the description below. Feel free to go and check this out. Like I said, it is a fun little time waster. It does irk me a little bit that they seem to have taken some copyright liberties, but hopefully, having had that addressed, this developer will not repeat such mistakes in the future, because, uh-oh! Oh, there's definitely some skill at work in the design of this game. From the level design, to the active vehicle damage, to the actually good use of lighting in this game. It's something that I didn't really mention before, but the skybox, while rather low-res and obviously just a texture and not at all convincing as a skybox, does sport fairly decent lighting. The shadows aren't terrible. I would like to see more options, especially for PC users. I know that is very likely a vestige of the mobile incarnation of this game, with mobile titles sporting very limited options in terms of user tweaking capability. Somehow or another that counted not quite as a lap, so I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I've got nitro! Shift for nitro! Right into the pillar! So, I got nothing. That's TrackRacing Online, everybody. Go and check it out for yourselves if you're so inclined. If not, I'll understand. I'm Mr. Black, here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, and Godspeed.